一住院呢，他是严重的超乎我的预料，对吧？在这种情况下。
Lin Senhao, a medical postgraduate student in Shanghai, was convicted of poisoning his roommate in 2013.
There was no one else in the room, so I injected the nitrosodimethylamine into the water dispenser.
Despite his appeal, in which he claimed it was just an April Fool's joke, he was executed after the court upheld his death sentence.
Prosecutors claimed Lin put a deadly chemical into a water dispenser they shared in a dormitory room.
Lin was a postgraduate student at the medical school of Fudan University.
Both these young men were promising students looking to take their first steps in what promised to be a long and fruitful medical career.
He and his roommate, Huang Yang, were not the best of friends.
My relationship with Huang Yang was so-so. We didn't really like each other. He thought I was dull, and I thought he was arrogant.
On March 31st, 2013, Lin used a deadly chemical compound taken from a university lab to contaminate a water dispenser.
There was a bit of yellow liquid, so I put some mineral water in to dilute the color.
Huang drank from the dispenser on April the 1st, and despite doctors' efforts to save him, died of organ failure days later.
What I did caused Huang Yang's death and brought tremendous grief to his family. I'm deeply sorry.
Lin was sentenced to death in February 2014 for intentional homicide. At the appeals court, the previously quiet Lin spoke out.
First, I had no motive to murder my roommates. Secondly, I wanted to make some corrections about the facts concerning my crime.
He insisted he had not intended to kill Huang and that it was just a prank for April Fool's Day. The second trial focused on Lin's intent behind contaminating the water and which poison had been used.
I won't accept his excuse. I don't believe that anyone has the right to play games with other people's lives.
On January the 8th, 2015, the court rejected his appeal and upheld the death sentence.
The appeal is rejected and the conviction is upheld.
The case made headlines, prompting national outcry and soul-searching on the moral education of Chinese youth. In an interview before his execution, Lin said he regretted missing the opportunity to save both his roommate's life and his own.